talk today. Today's real talk is about how lonely it is on the other side. Let's talk about how real the evil eye is and how it affects people. And let's talk about the fact that people will get jealous of you because you're doing so much better than them. Let's talk about the fact that people on the internet can send you evil eye and that it's disgusting, and how real it is and how real things can get real quick. So we're going to talk about the fact that it's lonely on the other side when you go from being a nobody to a somebody. It's real. It's a real thing. Evil eye, it's a real thing. Let's just talk about the fact that people can send you so much negative energy, so much disgusting ass, hating ass energy because you're doing better than them. Let's talk about the fact that you're doing something so good, so much better than anybody else is doing, because of the energy people send you. And you don't have to have a lot of followers to start to feel this type of way. But the fact of the matter is, once you go from being a nobody to a somebody and people start to recognize you, people start to really notice you, people start to really pay attention to you, people really start to pay attention and realize that people can send you some negative ass, hating ass energy through the phone, your family. It's a real thing. And once people start putting negative ass energy on you and that evil eye energy, you start to not act like yourself. You start to act like somebody you're not. You start to act like a different person because you're leveling up, and people start to see you blowing up and doing good, and they can't handle that because they wish they were you, so they send you this negative energy without being conscious that they're sending you it, so they send it to you unconsciously. And people hate that. People will literally stab you in the back. Family, friends, anybody. Literally anybody. And they will tell you to your face, oh, you're doing so good. And then behind your back, they will talk mad shit. So, yes, be careful. Be careful who you tell things to. Be careful who you're talking to, because once you stop letting people know what is going on in your life, they get jealous because they need to know what's going on with you. They gotta know every single waking detail, every single thing, because you no longer tell them things. It gets lonely as fuck. So fucking lonely that's why a lot of famous people, a lot of well-known people end up with problems. Alcohol, drug problems. Because people are sending them mad hate. Because they worked their butts off to get to where they are. And it is not okay to send people negative ass energy because you're very insecure about yourself and where you're going. Because it took those people, the people who chose to really go somewhere, it took them a lot of courage and strength to get there. It took them a lot to pull them down and for them to pull themselves back up. It took a lot for those people. So next time you decide to hate on somebody, ask yourself if that's coming from an insecure place within yourself, because if it is, you have some healing to do. And it'll never be okay sending people negative rude ass energy because you're not okay with yourself. It will never be okay. Because people are always going to have something to say. People are always going to hate on you. People are always going to disrespect you. And then once you get it to a moment to where you're doing so good, people get jealous of that. People hate that. And then you start to get to a point where things are about to change for you. And you start to not feel comfortable where you grew up at. You start to feel so uncomfortable that you know people are spying on you. You know people are talking about you. You know people are stabbing you in the back. You know people are not doing what they're supposed to do because they're sending you mad hate because they themselves are in a place of where they're not good with themselves. They're in a hateful energy and they're not how they're supposed to be because of the energy and people they're around. So yes, anybody, your mama, your dad, your siblings, your cousins, aunts, uncles, friends will literally go to the ends of the earth to make sure you don't succeed because they never got to succeed. And they hate that. They hate that about you. They hate that. So next time you decide to tell somebody something, make sure you're very aware of what you're telling to that person because people can't stand to see you do better. And yes, it's a real thing. People will talk mad shit. People will do anything and everything to fucking hate on you because they themselves are not in a place where they're okay with that. So love and light to all my beautiful chosen ones, my star seeds, my black sheeps of the family who stand out. This is your message for today. Things will not always be as it seems. I know I said on this side of the camera, but I send you so much bliss, love, and light. And I pray for you. Love and light. Bye.